Hello and welcome to class. My name is Cindy Shelton and I wanted to show you a little bit how to navigate around the course. If you were having any trouble, you may already be in and working away, but this is here if you need it. So how I log into Blackboard is from the ACTC website. I go to ashland.kctcs.edu and along the top right you'll see tabs, Blackboard. I click on that. And then that should show any courses that you're currently enrolled in. Mine is a mess, so you probably won't have a mess like this, but find the course 4182 is summer school or whatever session you would be in. So find your course listed, click on it, and then it opens up your course basically. So you'll see your tabs that you're in, your course shell now, and your course name is across the top here in different tabs. So announcements, where I'll communicate with you throughout the semester, and you can see some things there. Start here, the syllabus and things such as that, instructions, the syllabus listed, and a class schedule to help you kind of see how to pace yourself. I'm going to click on that just to show you a sample of that. So it downloads and then you can open it. For summer school, it's so condensed, so just hang on and try to keep the pace. This will help you kind of know what is a suggested pace, but I've made it to where the assignments are open until the last day of class, which will be June 15th for us. All assignments final is due by June 15th, but try to pace yourself well before that. All right, so starting today, May 14th, you can see the goals for this week would be to get through chapter 1 and 5, which is just one section, 5.6, and chapter 3. So there's a lot to do, I know, but that would be what I think would be a good goal for this week. So you'll open up the chapters, read the material, take some notes, and then jump into the homework. And I do make this note because it really is important. You transcribe some main points and examples of your own to organize your thoughts before jumping into the homework problems, and I think that'll make more sense of it. It will make it more efficient even. And then your second week goals and so on. So again, these are just suggested deadlines, but you can pace yourself as needed. Finals week is June 11th through the 15th. You'll be hopefully all done with your course material through chapter 13 and be focusing on review at this point. So the final exam is worth 25% of your grade, so you want to really give it your best effort there, and there will be a thorough study guide to help you prepare for that, but you want to kind of save this week for that, really collecting your thoughts and pulling it all together. There are final exam videos and study guides and helps there, and you will need to schedule sometime before June 15th. So you can take it early, but it is due by the 15th. That is a Friday, by end of the day, and you will need to schedule that at a proctoring center. We have a proctoring center here at Ashland with Leila Wheeler, and you'll be able to contact her or someone on campus to give that test, and I'll be talking to you more about that later, but just know that final test is taken in person with a password protected element. Alright, so then there is the actual syllabus with more of the class rules on that and details. You can open that up and see the deal as well. I guess the main thing on there is contact information and course description. What I would call kind of the main thing that you might pull out of this is your grading policies. So you do homework, and it does count weighted 15%, quizzes, midterm exam, and final exam, and that's how your grade is calculated, but you can read all about that. Alright, so that's in the start here. Content, you'll see the classes laid out in modules, and inside of each one the goals for each module, for example module 5, and you can also see PowerPoints and helps in this, and some of my videos from when I teach this on campus for different concepts within that. Communication, mine's messier than yours will probably look, but there is a discussion board link where you can introduce yourself if you like. It's not required. And then questions if you'd like to speak to your classmates back and forth, that's there for you as well. Let's see what else. Oh, whoops. Whoops, that was your help button. My grades just says that your grades are in MyLabs Plus. I don't really do Blackboard grades. All the grading is in this handy dandy program called MyLabs Plus. There is a BrainFuse tutoring link. If you find that helpful, please let me know what you think about that. ACTC library links, and then some help links. But the main other link is this MyLabs Plus. I like to right click on it and open it in a new tab. You can see if I can pull this up here, it opens in a new tab over here, course tools. I'm not sure if everybody says that same thing, but I know my view looks a little different than the student view, and you'll see your assignments and your grade book inside of the MyLabs Plus, separate link from Blackboard. Let me show you in the assignment manager what your class work will look like. Some sample things. You have a syllabus quiz. Please take that by this Friday. That lets me know you're there and alive and planning to finish the class. And they always ask teachers to report any no-shows if you just aren't active in the class by the first week. So that helps me know that you're there. So please complete that by Friday. Then there'll be notes available, and it also has these PowerPoints. Let me show you what that looks. PowerPoints, just like you saw in the earlier, they're also linked here, so kind of redundant there, but they're in the program as well. So you can look at the notes, then proceed to the homework. So say, for example, 1.1, let me open that. There's 13 questions in section 1.1, and there are question helps. So if you're not sure of the answer, you can read the textbook. Sometimes there's more helps than that, depends on the problem, but you get 3 tries on it. So you can proceed right through the homework, but the bigger thing is make sure you're understanding it and taking good notes as you go through these homework assignments. So the first module will end after you do 5.6, and then you'll take a quiz over this material. So quiz 1, let me just check this out. Let me cancel that, it's not what I meant to do. I wanted to see the settings, if I had any special settings in that, and I do not, so it is just open for you to work at your own pace there. So anyway, you will take a quiz after you complete the homework over a certain amount, and that is unlimited. That's why I was double checking. I did set it unlimited. You can take it as many times as you want, so really push yourself to get that 100% as you go through each module. Then you proceed to chapter 3, same thing, quiz 2, chapter 6, quiz 3. It's just laid out homework, then quiz, homework, then quiz, till you get to midterm. After you finish chapter 8, you will have a midterm exam, and like you saw in the earlier syllabus, it says 20% of your grades this midterm exam. It is not proctored though, so you can take it twice. Let me double check the settings I've set there. It does have limited attempts to twice, and 120 minutes. So 2-hour testing window, no password, no proctoring. You take that from your home computer when you're ready. But do just make sure you're ready and you've done the study guide. There is a study guide. Let me get back to that. Midterm exam study guide. Complete that. That's your key. I do promise that anytime you take a test, an exam, quiz for me, you will see the things within that test have been on your study guide or within the work that you've done. So if you do the study guide, take good notes from that, you'll be prepared for that midterm exam. Then you'll proceed chapter 11 and then chapter 13. Those are the chapters we cover. At the end of all that, you will have a comprehensive final exam, and you do have a study guide. The exam's not on there yet, you might notice. Or yes, it is actually, if I pull the screen up. Okay, I do have the exam actually already on there, but there's a study guide made for that as well. This exam does need to be proctored, so you will need to make an arrangement to come to your home campus to do that by June 15th. Now you should call them well before that, maybe 2 weeks out or even further, depending on your campus. Sometimes it's a little harder to, they have less staffing in the summer, so you want to give them plenty of time to get their schedule worked with your schedule and get that worked out. But that's how that'll go, and that will be 25% of your grade. So the 2 major grade things are the midterm and the final. Everything else is worth points as well, but you really do need to just learn it for those 2 exams. Anyway, that's all for now. So if you have further questions, feel free to contact me at any time. Best wishes for great success.